Chelsea Football Club have found a manager that makes players go home, tell their mummy, daddy, wife and agents how phenomenal he is. Yes, Enzo Maresca has already left a great impression. Mikhailo Mudryk has cut his holiday short and we're going to explain to you why. Can't lie to you, I respect it. Chelsea doing what Chelsea do classically, and the very best thing that they do at this moment in time, go in and find him the best young Brazilian talent. Apparently this is it. I'm going to tell you about him. Furthermore, Chelsea have got a new kit. I don't like it. I never like our new kits, but they grow on me. But this one already has Eden Hazard on him, so it's already perfect. But finally, the sponsor. Chelsea have found the sponsor. Iqbali's really scared. He's panicking to release it apparently. But I'm going to explain to you why we haven't got a sponsor yet and the biggest obstacle that we have on our hands. That will be later on in the video. So what I ask from you at this moment in time, number one, I know it's a late video. Normally I release a few hours before. It is still going to be a great one. So hit that like button. We're aiming for 1,000 likes. Number two, subscribe to the channel. We are on the track for 40,000 ASAP. So if you subscribe, we'll get there quicker as soon as possible. And finally, in the comments below, let me know, do you think Chelsea need another youngster from Brazil, or do you think this is overkill at this moment in time? Let's get into it. One thing that always makes me laugh is when a new manager gets hired, you always hear two things, right? These two things without fail. If there was a bingo card, this is getting stamped every time, every bloody time. Number one, if it's mid-season, the players weren't fit. No, as soon as the manager leaves, the coaching was just not up to par, the fitness work was not there. You always hear that. Or you hear my favorite one. The tactical instructions from the manager are just absolutely unbelievable. Well, it looks like we've got both of them already. So what we've heard as of this moment, Enzo Maresca has taken over Chelsea training and the players are raving about it. According to Kieran at the Daily Mail, the players are going home telling mummy, daddy, kids, wife, agent. Enzo Maresca tactically is coaching us so well. I don't buy this. What I do buy is that Enzo Maresca most probably is giving them some methodical work with his new system, and more importantly, they've been playing on the ball stuff a lot. Not as much running, apparently, as they did last year, but it makes sense. Pochettino's system was heavily impacted on we need to run, we need to be fitter than everyone else. Maresca's system is more with ball control and possession-based football, death by 1,000 scars. So it is what it is. I think take this story with a pinch of salt, but I'd rather they come out and say they are happy with the training rather than come out and say, oh my God, they're bored and they don't like him already and Chelsea made a huge mistake. So the next one. Mikhailo Mudryk has got the biggest 12 months of his career. Misha joined Chelsea from Shakhtar Donetsk and they spent £62 million plus the add-ons that take it close to 82. However, the move has been nothing short of a bust. Like, if we're being honest, the man hasn't hit the ground running the way it was expected. Like, the player that we saw against Liverpool for 45 minutes to the player that we are seeing at the moment, absolutely different. However, the player has decided after the Ukraine got knocked out of Euro 2024, he's only going to take a week off, came straight back to work, ready to impress Enzo Maresca. For me, this is brilliant. I think Mudryk understands that talent isn't enough. Man got it tattooed on his neck. Don't understand the location of the tattoo. Don't understand the fact you have to get a tattoo right here visible for everyone. I don't get it, but that's him. But I think he gets the concept. Talent ain't enough. You need work ethic, you need commitment, and you need dedication. And evidently this man has got commitment and dedication to his craft. Now it's about taking the theory that you're learning, applying it into practical at the 90-minute stage, and then we move from there. Look, the kid's got talent. We know that. It's a matter of displaying it. The problem is he hasn't displayed it, and he's got 12 months to save his Chelsea career. And I think he knows that. Because if he does not, and I reiterate, if he does not in the next 12 months, that is 2.5 seasons, and I promise you Chelsea will be looking to move off him. However, I hope he turns it around. I hope we get an absolute star boy out of him, but we don't know, right? Let's just hope the coaching from Maresca is going to be pivotal. Yo, you know how there's the bingo that I said that Chelsea have, when the new manager gets sacked, then all of a sudden it's either the fitness ain't right or it's, oh my God, the tactical setup is wonderful. Well, what is Chelsea's default when there's a scandal around them? Oh, linked to another player. Well, it looks like Chelsea are linked to another player from Brazil, and this is a 16-year-old that plays for Guillermo, I think the team is called, or Guillermo, if I'm not mistaken. He is a left winger, plays on the right hand with his right foot predominantly, looks absolutely techie as hell, but he's super young. He just turned 16. I think he hasn't had many appearances. At this moment, what do we know? We know that this kid has a £100 million release, €100 million release clause. This kid isn't going to be held to that contract. Chelsea are pushing hard to secure him. He's a left winger, so he won't be clashing as people get worried with Pais and Esteval, but he's going to be on that left wing. What I will say, and this is the biggest one of all, this is very interesting because Neymar's dad is the agent. Chelsea have got two directors in Brazil looking at him, and they were pictured going to the game when he was expected to come on in the second half. Whether Chelsea get this deal done or not, there's nothing to get excited about here because this kid's not going to play for Chelsea for another 2 years. So not this summer, he's going to come this summer after. Best case scenario, maybe even I think he has to turn 18, because if he's 16 now, that's a 2-year hiatus where he has to stay somewhere that's not the EU because he won't get a visa to come and work. But the reality is, this is just Chelsea doing Chelsea stuff. We don't need to get excited, we don't need to get downhearted. Let them do their job. But at the same time, I don't think we need anyone in the first team unless it's perfect fit right now. So unless it's a goalkeeper, just take your time, spend on future investments. That's my personal opinion. Speaking of kits, Chelsea have released a new one, and Eden Hazard is the poster boy for it. First of all, love Eden Hazard, favorite player of all time. Like, I can't even lie to you, he's not the greatest player of all time because that's Lionel Messi, but he's my favorite player of all time. I think he's Chelsea's GOAT. A lot of you will disagree. Sue me, I don't care. The reality is Eden Hazard was better than Frank Lampard, better than John Terry, and he was better than Didier Drogba. He might not have a lefty impact people will start saying that they had, but I loved watching every single game that Eden Hazard was in. Any game we went into and I had Eden Hazard on my team, I knew we could win that game. So for me, Eden is my GOAT. Don't get annoyed, all right? It's as simple as that. You can have your own GOAT. It doesn't matter. This kit is disgusting, man. All right, honestly, maybe it will grow on me, but it looks like my little cousin when she's 13 now, Elena, but when she was around about 5, I gave her a crayon and I would have told her draw something. This is what would have been drawn. It is absolutely hideous. Absolutely hideous on every level. This kit literally looks like somebody was bored and just colored in, and whatever the mess is, it happened. But it's a football kit, we'll get over it. It'll only be for 12 months. It could be one of those memorable ugly kits. You know them ones, if we win a trophy, everyone will be like, bloody hell, remember that kit? At least we won in it, bloody hell. However, at the moment, there's nothing in the front of it. There's no sponsor. And what's going on? Well, we've got sources from Le Klaus. You know, the guy that always talks about the Jordan deal and talks about anything financial. He's the first one in the loop. For some reason, he always knows what's going on, and everyone 2 weeks later comes out. Well, this guy has now come out that Eghbali is in charge of trying to secure the deal. He is really struggling to get the 45 to 50 million that Chelsea are looking for per year. Riyadh Air has moved away from the deal, the Saudis airline. They apparently believe that at this moment in time, Chelsea just aren't worth it because of the fact that Chelsea are just not in the Champions League. And I totally understand that. The exposure of being in the Champions League is massive. Like, the extra games, the more eyeballs on the product. So the reality is, being in a Conference League game that got that kind of pool peeps, otherwise we would have most probably had the Jordan deal if we were in the Europa League. But it is what it is. That's just my personal opinion and the news that's coming out. What is coming out as well, that basically Chelsea have got a deal. They just don't know how fans are going to react to the deal that's coming out. And for me, this makes me question, what is the deal? Because remember, we were meant to get the betting company at one point, and people were furious about that. They didn't like the idea of a betting company sponsoring Chelsea, even though they're sponsoring multiple football clubs. And Eghbali and them lot are being very cautious, which kind of shows that they respect the fans. But for me, I'm going to say one thing. Make business decisions that are going to benefit Chelsea in the long run. If these decisions will benefit Chelsea in the long run and Chelsea start winning on the pitch because you're going to be investing more, people won't care. And that's the sad truth. None of us care about the sponsors. None of us care about all this extra stuff. Oh, Chelsea are doing this off the pitch. Chelsea, but we care about the football. Like, all of us care about football. All of us want to watch the best product on the pitch. All of us want everything that to make Chelsea win, right? And if Chelsea win, we're happy. I think that's the simple equation. And maybe that's just me. When Chelsea are winning, I'm happy. When Chelsea are losing, I'm angry. And I don't like being angry. So please, Chelsea, get back to winning ways. But guys, this was the Kavkas View. I need y'all to hit the like button. I need you lot to subscribe to the channel. And more importantly, let me know, do you like this new kit? Because I think it's bloody ugly, man. It is what it is. Peace out, I'm out. Have a nice day.